Okay, today I'm raking up that straw from that combine the other day that I spread back out because I figured we get some rain. It did get a little bit of rain, but like I say, I'm raking it all back in the windrows right now. I'll come back in a little while with the baler and square bale it all, and come back more with the stack wagon and try to pick it all up with the stack wagon and get it hauled out of here. But I'll, as soon as I get hooked to the bale and get all this raked off, video the square baling. Alright, I'm back working, running the baler. I've baled all those bales you see out there. It's probably, say, probably 200 bales. I started, I'd say about an hour ago, did about 200 bales, but I got probably another, in this field, probably 3 acres with the outside rows, but you can see I'm running alongside this straw and the baler's picking it up. He's getting ready to shoot one out the back. There it is right there. There goes that bale. But I bought this baler here. It's a John Deere 336. I bought it 2 years ago. I'm gonna tell you, the first year I had it, it was a fight with this baler. Last year I didn't run it much, but I put a new set of knotters and knives. And, I pretty much rebuilt the whole back end of it. And I hate to say it because I got another 5 acres after this field here, but I will say it. Knock on wood, steel, metal, John Deere green paint, whatever you want to knock on, it has yet to miss a bale. And the first year, it worked good some and it worked poorly. You'd be stopping and everything like that. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm really happy with what I did to that baler. Some of this equipment, it'll drive you nuts. It'll, you know, some of the stuff, even though it's older, it will flat drive you nuts and want to beat it with a hammer. But it's like I say, it ain't missed one lick. And I mean, it's an old baler, probably a late '80s model. But I'm gonna tell you, it runs good. And it's probably baled, since I started this year, it's probably baled 3,000 bales already. It ain't missed a lick. And we baled 3,000 bales, started baling last week. So within a week, I baled 3,000 square bales and picked them all up by myself. But like I say, I've got a stack wagon, but that don't mean I got to handle them a little bit more than normal. But you ain't gonna find nobody that's gonna come out in the field, especially last week. The temperature last week was, I'd say, it was hot, too hot for this time of the year. Now today the high is 78 degrees. Last week we had a couple of days the highs with 99 degrees. So if you're thinking about moving to South Carolina, if you don't like the heat, don't come, because the heat can come on at any time it wants to, and it did last week. It was horrible. It was so bad I had to break out the straw hat. So, but that's what it's like to bale. And if I can catch a picture of one of my little friends, they always around me when I'm working. They find me everywhere. Now I'm not saying it's the same ones, but they do. They follow me from field to field, and they usually catch up with me. But let's see if I can find one. They'll keep flying up there. There's one right there. That right there is an egret. We call them tractor birds down here. Some people call them cowbirds, but the cowbird's really a little black bird. But that right there is a tractor bird. They call tractor birds. If you run a tractor in a field, whether you're bush hogging, whatever you're doing, combine, heck, it was by the combine last week, so what they're doing, eating bugs, I'll pick it up. But every now and then, you want to see something funny, they will try to eat toad frogs. And when they try to eat a toad frog, I mean, they'll fly around with toad frogs, and I mean, they'll fight over them. They're little rats, mice, and stuff. They'll fight over them. But that toad frog, every time I see them try to eat the toad frog, they sit there and choke on it. And you see a big old lump in their throat for about 20 minutes. They can't get it down. But yet, if he spits it back up, he'll try to eat it again. I don't know. I mean, that's about like me with farming. The idiot knows he can't swallow it, but he keeps on going. I mean, it's just I don't know, it's a fight. And today's Memorial Day. Most people's out eating and having fun. Well, and I'm not sure I'm not the only farmer or only person in this country that's got to keep going through holidays and stuff, working. And the reason I'm doing it today, I could have not had done this today, but you got rain coming. See, today's Monday or Wednesday. So I got to bale, finish baling, get up all these bales of straw within 2 days. And that's a lot for one man. And the bad thing is, my oldest son asked me earlier, he said, "Where you going?" I said, "I got to go bale." He said, "Well, you're gonna miss the food." Well, you know, that's the first time, and a 5-year-old little boy, and I'm not saying what I'm telling him is wrong, but it's actually the truth. Most men who are fathers that care about their children and want to be not successful, but or take care of their children successfully, that's a better word. They have to sacrifice. They have to sacrifice time with their family. They have to sacrifice, you know, holidays and Christmases and stuff to do what they got to do. And I know most daddies, they I say most, there are a few daddies, I would rather say few, even though I know, I'm sure it's the opposite, who don't even care about the kids. They don't care about their families, they don't care about their baby mamas, whatever you want to call it. I am not like that. I care about my kids. I want them to, for one, my son learned from his daddy today, no matter what, you got to get the job done. Work ethic. Then 2, he learned that you're going to have to sacrifice time with your family to take care of your family. So that's just a hard lesson to have to learn, and until that lesson hits you, you don't think about it. But it's part of being a father. Not saying I want to be a mama, because I don't want to know what it's like to squeeze a child out. But I mean, that's just pretty much what's going on today. And those right there is tractor birds, and they go follow me round and round and round in this field. It was 1, now there's 3. I've seen up to 20 of them out here with me before. But they just keep going. They don't know no coronavirus is around. They don't know it's a holiday. They just keep going through it all, just like the old American farmer. But once I get the stack wagon, I'll probably come back tomorrow and pull these bales out this field with the stack wagon. I'll come back and show y'all what it's like to run a stack wagon, but I'm gonna be on an open cab tractor, so it's gonna be a little bit noisy. But I can show y'all how the stack wagon works and how it makes a one-man job a whole lot easier. All right. Like I said, there's a chain in there that flips the bales up. Every now and then you'll get a boogery one that wants to do something crazy. That's 9 bales. So got another, what, 6 to put on there in that big tray right there. Got a lever in the back of it. It'll trip. And it trips that lever. It'll flip that big tray up. And it'll lift all 15 of them right on up. It does pretty good. It's got its little things. But when you, let's say, all right, so this is the 3rd or fourth load I done today, 120 bales each load. That's right, at 480 bales. One man did. Now 480 bales in half a day ain't bad for one man, as long as you're in shape. But I tell you, you'd be tired after 1,000 bales in a day. I have done 1,000 bales when I was close to the house. Run 1,000 bales and get them stacked. Everything like that. Get I can zoom out. But when you get a whole load of those bales, what you do is you take it to the house or barn or whatever, and I'll show you. I don't mind tilting it back a little bit, even though I'm not going to dump it in this heat. But I can show you what it'll do. It basically acts like a dump truck. It'll dump all 120 bales right on top of each other, and it'll stand up big old stack. Hold on one second. We're about to be on the last 3 bales right now to trip it. But you can still see I got to come back. Kind of was hoping I wouldn't have anymore, but obviously I might come back and pick up some and carry it to the house. Ain't even gonna be a whole load, but got to get it out my way. And when you're selling them for $4.50 a bale, you don't want to leave them out here, because I mean, heck, if you got say 40 of them or 50 of them, that's, you know, 250 bucks left out there. Most people work half a week for $250. So I ain't gonna leave it out there. But let's see, we got one on it now. There's 2. Almost to 3. Takes a little while. But I can load this wagon good straw. I can load it in about 15 minutes. And straw like this, it takes me about 30 minutes. Round and round and round. Alright, here you go. So it's going to flip that bottom tray up, trip the lever. Should have tripped the lever. Let's see. Hold on, let me count my bales. I might be off on my number. No, it should have tripped it. I'll make it trip. I'll show y'all something. I don't mind making it trip. Sometimes you get a small bale and it don't hit the handle. So you have to get off and come around here. But there's a little, oh, yeah, it didn't hit the handle. Exactly what it is. I can't reach my hand in there, but I can do it manually. Sometimes you get a shorter bale or it bumps on it and the bar goes in between them, but you can do it manually too. It's pretty easy. But all the controls are right here. So second table. This is what it's supposed to do automatic, but that bale kind of went around it, the bar, triple bar. You got to watch that sometimes. You don't watch your bales. You put, say that's 15, you put another 3 on there, and that 3 becomes 18. It'll screw the whole thing up. But that right there is 120 bales. And go down the road, I can put that thing right there up. Little conveyor chains. Let's see here, 2, 4, 6, 8, yep, 120 bales on that wagon right there. And what you do is, when you're ready to dump it, those 2 little things right there come out and push you out from under the bales. But I can show you, I don't mind lifting it up some. Showing y'all what all happens when I go down the road with it. Let's see. Put that thing there up first. That folds in like that. Come back to neutral. And the PTO and all got to be running. This is what happens. It lifts them. lifts the whole 120 bales up. I ain't gonna go too high, but you just imagine those bales tilting straight up. And that stack, when it's all the way stood up, it's about 15 foot tall. But that's how it works. Pretty neat invention. About the only thing New Holland ever made that I kind of appreciate. The rest of it, it's alright. The tractors are junk, but that's coming from an old international person. I just don't like them. Well, I take that back. The old Ford tractors were good tractors. And then, you know, the New Holland equipment back in the day was good, but this new stuff is junk. It's too chintzy built. Like this, you know, the Hinder is kind of borderline. It's decent, but like I say, you can't get no parts. But that's what it's like to, let's see, rake straw, bale straw, load straw. And like I say, I probably got another 50 bales in there. Carry them 50 bales back to the house and unhook all this daggum equipment. Go to disking and trying to get some more ground planted and stuff ready for soybeans. And I'll show you all that in later videos. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to keep following what's going on.